Hey, we're at CES 2019, where Lenovo had just introduced a new smart home products. Now wait, I know smart home products can be cringy and not particularly interesting, but these two might just be. Okay, we have a new Google Assistant smart clock, and we have a new Echo Show device, which also doubles as an Android tablet. These are essentially Google Home Minis with a display on them. That's really what you're looking at. Lenovo has co-designed these with Google, and they're doing the whole fabric cover thing. Lenovo told me that they're doing the fabric cover so you get the full sense that this is a Google Home product. So anything that you can get from Google Home or Google Home Mini, or the voice activated stuff, you get in this thing. You get these two large chunky buttons for volume controls. In terms of physical features, you get a USB output so you can charge your phone. There's a microphone switch. The feature that is special and different from the Google Home Mini is that it has a touchscreen on the front where you can set your alarms, you can look at things like weather, and Google and Lenovo have programmed a few routines into this. Okay Google, good night. And the lights go out. And then in the morning, you have a morning routine, so you can say, okay Google, good morning.
Hi, Andrea.
It doesn't seem to care that I'm not Andrea. Another option, if you have a compatible Nest IQ Cam, you can ask the smart clock to take a look into that. There's one active speaker up on the top and a couple of passive radiators on the side. And actually, if you just have it sitting on a desk like this, the sound is better from the back of the alarm clock, which sounds weird, but when you imagine the usual alarm clock placement is placed up against the wall, and Lenovo has designed it so the sound bounces off the wall and back at you in front of the alarm clock. I don't know that it's necessarily the best sound you're ever going to get, but then you don't get great sound out of the Google Home Mini either. The whole point of these devices is convenience. This thing also plugs into Chromecast. There's a Bluetooth 5 chip in there, so if you want to Chromecast from this up to a better, bigger speaker, you can. There's a whole bunch of compatibility. So I haven't myself been especially enthused about smart displays such as the one that Lenovo introduced here at CES last year, but in this sort of diminutive size and just this kind of snippet size information that you can get from this, you get a lot of the Google Assistant functionality, and it adds to what you can get with the Google Home Mini. The only thing that really bugs me is it's got this 4-inch screen, but it doesn't have the best viewing angles. The pricing is $79.99, and this will be available in the spring of 2019. So Lenovo's other smart home product here at CES is the new Smart Tab, which is a 10-inch Android tablet. Now, Android tablets haven't had much of a history of success, but Lenovo's little remix on the idea is to give you an Android tablet plus an Echo Show device, which is what happens when you dock it into this dock which is included with the tablet. You get the Smart Tab P10, which is the one docked down here, and the Smart Tab M10, which is here. The cheaper $199 M10, it has a more basic utilitarian finish on the back. It has 2 Dolby Atmos speakers at the top instead of 4 as with the P10, fancier at $299. But both of them have this really quite nice display. It's 1920 by 1200. The Echo Show functionality is pretty much what you get on the Amazon Echo Show, but the dock is also really quite nice. I've listened to it, I've tested it out. There's one 3-watt speaker on the front, one 3-watt speaker on the back, and then the 2 Dolby Atmos speakers at the top, and they all work in concert and they produce a really nice sound. So both of these tablets are running on Android 8.1 Oreo. Lenovo is not promising a Pi update. Just picking up the P10 out of its dock is fancier. It has a 7,000 mAh battery versus the 4,800 mAh on the M10. It has the glass finish on the back if you care for that kind of thing. There's a fingerprint sensor on the front down here with the P10. It's a bit of extra convenience, but honestly, the display is the thing that is identical between the two, and it's the thing that I would care about the most, frankly. And aside from the display, they also have the same processor. They're both based on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450, which, you know, it's quite a low-end processor, but in terms of responsiveness, I have had no complaints, so fair enough. You get a bit more RAM on this, 2 or 3 gigabytes on the M10, 4 gigabytes on the P10, 16 or 32 gigabytes of storage with the M10, up to 64 gigabytes of storage with the P10. Both charge wirelessly via these pogo pins down here. So